to clear an interview? How many of you have this question in your mind? That whether English is important to clear an interview or to take a job? Is English important to take a job? How many of you have this question in your mind? Can you raise your hand? Little higher. Good. So I think a good amount of people want to have answer of that. No doubt English is important. It's not that English is not, because corporate people normally communicate in English, especially the corporate world, MNCs and all. And English is also important to grow up in the ladder. But to clear an interview, if you are technically sound, look at the disclaimer. If you are technically sound, if you are a BCom and you know everything about cost accounting, which nobody else knows, but you are not good in English, that will not be a hindrance. Now, question is, what should I do? The speaker's first question will be, tell me about yourself. Now, I am not comfortable in answering that question. And I love the answer given by the speaker. The answer was, if you go and say, there are two things. One, you can practice some normal questions. Like, tell me about yourself is a normal question, which you can practice upon. Or something else which you think that we'll talk about, you think that the interviewer can ask, you can practice upon. But what if the interviewer asks you something which you have never practiced about? Then you are not comfortable giving the answer in English. What should you do? I love the answer. The answer was, you should tell this interviewer that you are very comfortable talking in Hindi, Punjabi, Telugu or whatever. If the interviewer knows that. Tell that. Say, I'm technically very sound, but I think I'm not very good in English. Are you okay if I talk in Hindi? I'm sure they will say yes. Unless this job is not for a BPO executive who has to speak in English. If you are a BCom and I'm looking for a cost accountant, I will not give that much of attention to English. My attention will be, do you know that or not? Or are you an ideal team player or not? Your attitude is fine or not? Do you want to do this job for money or learning more? Do you want to grow up in the ladder? I will look at this perspective as opposed to looking at English as a language. Don't give answer yes or no. Be positive. Prepare to ask few questions. That's very important. As I said, interview is not a one-way communication. It's not that the interviewer or hiring manager asking questions. It is also you asking questions. Now, I have seen many people, when I ask the question, do you have any questions for me? They get like, are you supposed to ask any question? Now tell me, you guys, if the interviewer asks you, do you have any questions to ask me? What will be your reaction? Do you want to ask any question? If yes, what that question will be? Any question coming to anybody's mind? What are you going to ask? Come on, you can ask something. Yeah? Awesome. What's your name? Vijayendra Trikha. Alright. So I think we should give a big round of applause for this guy. Thank you very much. Please sit down. That's an awesome question. You have taken a 30 minutes interview of myself. Now tell me, why should I choose you? Why should I work for your company? What is there in your company? I should work for you. Don't feel that it is showing attitude. Ask in a better way. Don't ask in a way that, why should I choose you? Like, ask in a better way, but it's the right question to ask. But if you are not prepared to ask questions, then it means you are least interested. You're just here to give interview. I'll talk about it later. Thank you very much. Yeah, don't ask about the salaries and benefit. Hey, go ahead, what's the salary I'll get? It should not be the answer question. Yeah, I can ask the question, tell me what salary, what percentage of increment I will get after 1 year. A lot of people ask that, and that pissed me off. The question is, what is the percentage of increment I'll get next year? Come on, that depends upon how you perform. How can you ask me right away? But that question is absolutely good. The question like, What is the growth plan of your company in coming years? Are you planning to open more offices? What is there for me? Do you think there is a growth plan for me if I join your company? Good question. You will say, yes, you joined as an assistant of accounts and you have a growth plan. You can be an executive and then senior executive, then team lead. Then you know. Then the interviewer and the hiring manager also knows that you are interested in this company. You are not coming here to pass your time. You are just coming here to do something. That's the time we are looking for, and a good time. And I want your involvement. Doesn't matter, as I said, answer the question cannot be right or wrong. So I would like you to participate and tell me what you think about it. Now before that, let me tell you the mantra of any question you can answer. Any question you can answer. You don't need this presentation at all. You have to only think one thing. You have to think keeping yourself at interviewer place. Can you do that? Right? Just think why this interviewer is asking this question. What is that interviewer wants to get out of this question? Example, if an interviewer says, tell me something about your family, do you think he has interest to make any family relationship with you guys? If you are thinking so, you are making a big mistake. He's not interested in making any family relationship with you. But what he is interested in, that is what you have to think. If you got that point, you will be able to answer. Second, never lie. Never ever lie. Even if that lie can get you a job. Never lie. What will happen is, you may get a job after lying, but you will not be able to sustain that job for long. Even if you will be able to sustain that job, you will never be able to grow in that job. Because interviewer will always ask you questions which are relevant for that job. If you are applying for a sales professional, the question might be different, as opposed to you are applying for a cost accountant job, or you are applying for a HR professional job, or you are applying for a whatever field. Questions will be different, and there will be a reason why the questions will be asked. Now I would like you to think about what is that interviewer is trying to understand when he asks these questions. Think from the interviewer perspective. I will ask you, and then we'll try to find out what can be a right kind of answer to that question. Ready? Ready? All right. I think this is giving answers as well, so I just take it off. He says, tell me about yourself. That's a general question, right? People now ask it from different axes. They don't say, tell me about yourself, but they ask it differently so that it doesn't sound like tell me about yourself, but actually means tell me about yourself. You get what I'm saying? They can ask you differently, but it means that only. Now, if somebody is asking you, tell me about yourself, what is that interviewer is trying to understand? As I said, think from the interviewer perspective. What is that interviewer is trying to understand? Would anybody like to say that? Good, I will say that. The interviewer is trying to understand about you as a person. He can look at the resume. Don't say look at the resume. There are some smart people who does say so. That's very bad. That's very bad. I have seen a video where a person has actually said so and the interviewer has hired him. I don't know what kind of interviewer will hire a person when you say look at the resume. Of course the interviewer has looked at your resume. He doesn't want to know in which year you have completed this. But what he's interested to know is a little bit more which is not written in the resume. And at the same time, he's trying to see the confidence in you, your communication skill. Now, communication skill doesn't mean English. He wants to see your communication skill. He wants to see your confidence. He wants to see how do you articulate your thought process. So when somebody asks you, tell me about yourself, start from your educational background. So let's say, saying that, yeah, so I did my Bachelor of Business Administration from DAB College in year this. Right? You can start like that as a fresher. And if you have any achievements, and in the college I used to participate in this kind of things. I'm very good in this and this and this. Things like that. And if you are confused, don't make it long. If you are confused whether he's also interested to know about your family, you can ask, do you think I should talk about my family too? You say, yeah, why not? Tell me about your family. Then talk about your family. So I think this is what the first question is all about. Why did you choose this profession? Okay. If an interviewer is asking you, why did you choose this profession? What do you think he wants to know? If you look at from the interviewer perspective, what do you think he wants to know? It's quite easy, I believe. Your interest, whether you are really interested. I said, as I